Hello everyone, and welcome to Arcane Focus D&D for today's episode of the Hotel Report. I'm Mike, your director, and joined with me are my amazing agents. Say hi, everyone!
Hello!
Hello.
Woo! We got Amber,
Hey.
Nick,
Hi there.
Dice,
Oh my god.
and Zari.
Hello.
Quick introduction, everyone. This is a pre-recorded session, so if you're watching this on the Purple app, we're not actually live, though I generally am on my computer constantly, so I'm probably looking at chat. But, you know, I will probably be in chat be somewhere. But if you want to check out all these episodes, as well as the previous content we've made in the past, go to our YouTube channel, Arcane Focus D&D. You can also check us out tomorrow for a short rest, which is a sort of a little condensed version of this session, about an hour and a half long, in like maybe 5 minutes. So it's nice if you don't have all the time in the world. I think that's all the call-outs I have for today. I want to thank both Zari and Dice for joining us today as both new faces to the channel. If you don't mind, I'll start with you, Dice. Do you mind telling people who you are and where they can find you?
Of course. Hello there, everybody. My name is Dyson Autism, and I tell stories on the internet. You guys can find me at places like the YouTube of Dyson Autism, where I tell very hilarious D&D skits and also make people cry as well, with some sad D&D stories, like with the Fighter Saga, and occasionally with the Pact of the Father and everything. I am also like on the Instagram and Threads and all that stuff, and I also do streaming as well and everything. I got done streaming a session of Near Replicant and everything, and it made me cry. God damn it!
Emotions run high. And Zari, thank you so much for being with us. Can you please tell people who you are and where people can find you?
Yes, of course. My name is Zari, and my company is Muses Mythos. I run a whole bunch of different interactive mini campaigns, and I also have an actual play podcast. Well, not a podcast, but I mean, kind of could be a podcast, and a separate podcast on how to do a whole bunch of things that you may need to in D&D, both as a player and a DM. So that is at Muses Mythos on YouTube. I also post clips on TikTok, same thing, Muses Mythos, and Instagram. And then we also stream our actual play, which is called Rise of the Ordning. It's a Storm King's Thunder retelling on Wednesday nights, live at Zari the Muse on Twitch. So, and then that's also posted on YouTube.
Incredible. Please go check them out. For today's one-shot, two-shot, three, we'll be using a system of my own design with a heavily influence from Blades in the Dark and Kids on Bikes. This is, in all honesty, the first time I've ever ran the game, my own system, and the first time that our players have ever played the system as well. So I don't know how long this one mission is going to last. We assume 2 sessions, so join us for that. I have obviously written scenarios, but we'll see how this all goes out. If you want to know sort of the dirty overview of this system, we have released, by the time this comes out, our mashed together session 0, where I sat down with both Amber and Nick and Dice and Zari, and we go over the rules as well as how the mechanics work. So we have sort of a rough idea. And still, even to our players, since we are still learning the system, if there's ever a chance for us to have a discussion, it's mid-game. We're probably going to be stopping a lot. But with all that said and done, it's time for us to clock in, everyone, as it's time for your shift. The smell of cigarette lightly coats an executive suite. An office where a lone man sits at a desk. Laptops, several documents, and the morning light from the window catching a plume of smoke. A name plaque at the end of the corner of the desk, overshadowed by several posted notes, packets of reports, and other important documentation. This individual puts down his cigarette and lets it rest over an ashtray. Acknowledgement. It's a funny concept. The idea that reality can be ignored until it can't be. I thought I had something more poetic. Sometimes you know the truth and you cover it up, waiting for the rot to expand until it's too late. Sometimes you're not even looking at it. You're not even looking for it. Boom. You lift the board and there it is. Truth in all its glory. That's the thing about reality. Is once it's observed and acknowledged, it grabs you, opens your eyes and refuses to let you go. And here we are, begging to blink. Our vision pulls away past the suit's door that reads Anthony Cartwright, director of the ECB. To all of our agents, you were brought into the hotel and spent the last 12 hours deprived of food and water. Mindless paperwork, mindless rudimentary tests in this early montage in the morning. A point of the orientation, at this point of orientation, you are brought into a kind of padded, cushioned observatory, sort of a windowed wall that looks out to a lower room where there is just white stone and a door. No introductions as all four of you are brought in until an ECB personnel is brought in. Excuse me, Miss Kelly?
Yeah?
Could you please follow me, please?
Yeah, sure.
The three remaining, you see this woman leave. And you are brought into that stone room, walking through hallways and a stairwell. Okay, Miss Kelly, from my understanding is that you have something specific that is makes you a bit different. Do you mind showing us what you can do?
Sure, although it doesn't always work. It's very, very new. And do I see any sort of equipment in the space?
No, but you can request for it.
Do you have any electronics that haven't been working recently?
Harold, could you bring in the microwave? See, there's a red light. And a secondary personnel walks in with sort of a broken microwave and plugs it into the wall, presses a button, it does not beep. And they walk out as the singular one who brought you in has a clipboard and a pen just watching you.
Okay, so I theoretically could try to actually diagnose the problem, but I'm sure that you're not here for actual electrical issues. And I will touch the wall, and I'm kind of just closing my eyes for a second and checking that the outlet is actually working.
Yes, you touch the outlet, and either you do. I think this is a curiosity. How does it feel, and what does it look like when you are able to sense that electricity does flow through the wall?
I think as she's concentrating, in her mind, it appears in very, thin cerulean blue lines throughout the wall, and she can kind of see which way everything is going, and it looks like everything's moving and sensing it. And as she's touching it, I feel like her hair is, frizzing up a little bit, her very curly red hair. Just, a little bit. Not like she, stuck her hand in an electrical socket or anything, but... Just a little tiny bit, as she takes a second to sense it. And then she takes a deep breath and she just kind of turns and looks at the dead microwave that's still not working, and she just touches a hand on top of it and just see a glimpse of all of these little bits and pieces and things clicking into place properly so that it actually works.
Okay. Your passive ability of actively rebooting electronics goes off as and starts to go. The staff member, the personnel, kind of goes, "Yes, we have that recorded. Are you able to make the microwave go faster? Are you able to make the motor spin at an alarming rate?"
I have never attempted that, but I can certainly try. And
Yeah.
I will try. I will sit down and like concentrate a little bit on the motor and the way it works. And it's half instinctual and half like a legitimate knowledge.
So this is what we're doing now is you're stressing your powers, doing something beyond its normal capabilities. We've already spent the stress point as you currently are doing so. And I will say, in terms of what your DC will be, this is, I will say, not unconceived. I believe this will probably be an untrained 4. You are accelerating the expected, so sort of a +0 on that. So 4 so far. This is a tiny, sort of, you're only focusing on the motor, so I'll sort of conduct this as sort of a tiny thing, so we're at 5. And I'll say because this is very precise, you're affecting one motor. That's another 4. So right now we're looking at a DC 9 with a D20. Go ahead and roll me a D20.
Okay. Perfect. And is this just a plain D20 roll? It's not like any of the normal skills?
Yes. This is
okay, cool.
Yeah, this is you stressing your ability and you're doing an abnormality check.
Okay. I'm glad I remembered to grab dice.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5. I think that I get really nervous. I rolled a 5.
Well, great thing about that is first you get an aid token for failing a check. Everyone started with 3 aid tokens. You have now 4. And you could tell me what goes wrong in the situation as you start to focus all electricity into this one motor.
I mean, as I said, and as she said, this is a very new ability to her. And I think that she's starting to feel the pressure and the stress of the situation, and the room feels like it's closing in a little bit, and her hair starts getting like bigger and bigger as she's touching this cord. And I think what happens is she focuses too hard on the motor and loses the focus of the original thread in like the equipment that had kind of not, with the wire that was not connecting, and she snaps that fully, and so it just goes completely back to being dead.
Yeah, it's not, I think the consequence of that, because there does have to be a consequence, is that as you release it, everyone in the observatory, observation room, all the lights and then goes dead. And then you hear, Gregory, get the backup power. And everything sort of shakes back awake. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. You can head back now.
Okay. She looks a little dejected. And she will walk back.
Oh.
Some time passes as you head back to the observatory with the other 3 who have been brought out here. I think there's a clear understanding amongst all your faces that you're all new. You're all going sort of the same paces, and you all have the sort of the look of, I'm hungry. It's been 12 hours. Another personnel comes by. Mr. Cherryhouse.
Gives a smart British salute, stands up straight.
Grand. Please follow me.
Walks very confidently after the agent, very acting like he knows everything that's going on. He's been in this kind of situation a million times before.
You are brought into the room, and he starts to read off sort of some documentation on his clipboard and goes, okay. Puts 2 cell phones on a table. Mr. Cherryhouse, do you mind in showcasing us what you were able to do?
With the cell phones?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll reach out and place a finger on each of the cell phones. And if either one has anything mechanically wrong with it, I know what is mechanically wrong with it, or if they both do.
Placing your fingers on it, it almost like, what does it sound like when electronics and other sort of machines talk to you?
I was thinking about this, and I think that it actually, and like the first few times it happened, it just feels like a hunch. It doesn't sound or feel different than Richard just getting ideas. And so if he's not careful, he just thinks he's figuring it out. That he is so smart that he knows, and he has to remind himself that the information's coming from the outside. So he's very in tune to that right now. So he's on guard for like, what is my hunch is wrong with one or both of these cell phones?
You recognize that only one of them, if this was a test, only one of them is missing a SIM card. It does not have the ability to send out information.
Mm-hmm. I tap that one. I say, no SIM in this one. Doesn't seem to be anything else wrong with it, but you'll need to put a SIM in if you want to, do any cell phone stuff with it.
Excellent. Would you be able to tell that one to send a message to the other one, regardless?
Give it a shot. If they're not locked, I look and see what their numbers are, so I know how to do that. But
within the cards are locked, like the actual phones are locked, so you would need to find either the password or however it would be.
Okay, I'll ask the one if it knows the other one's phone number already, and it can just send it a message.
Perfect. I think with that, I think this is once again untrained. So 4. I think you are beyond the breaking. I think this would probably be causing the expected. It's kind of expected if one were to send a text to a phone number, you would expect something. You're forcing the expected. So I'm working at 5. I think this is a small. No, I think it's more tiny. So we're looking at 6 now. And because you're not focusing just on a specific piece of the phone, I think this is sort of a moderate control. So we're looking at a DC 7 for an amalgamation roll, or an abnormality roll. So go ahead and roll me a D20. DC is a 7.
All right.
Oh, good.
That is a 13.
13. You press you just put a hand on the sort of the phone that does not have a SIM in, and then text message sent. What message did you want to send?
I just told it to go ahead and say hello to the other one, but I think the message that comes through is "fuck you," and I look at it and so I guess they don't like each other. They don't get along.
Understood. All right. Well, thank you so much. Sherry House, you can go ahead back now.
Another salute, grand, and turn and walk back out.
Time passes. Mr. Crow?
Okay. Rubs temples. Kind of goes in, just kind of cracks his neck, just doing a little bit of hand exercise movements to make sure his fingers are fully stretched out. Hey.
Please follow me.
Yep.
You are brought to the same room. And you see that there is a digital clock, as well as a sort of more mechanical one, like a wind-up clock, on a table. Mr. Crow, do you mind showing us the abilities that you have access to?
Yeah, sure. You want me to quote the time right now, or the time that's going to be coming up right now, or you want me to put it on the clock right here?
That is your prerogative. We would love to see a display.
Okay, well, for one, that clock there is 4 milliseconds behind and everything. So let me just get it with the actual brass clock here. I'm gonna put it down to 12:43.24 and everything. I don't know if that was the correct time you had in mind. DM.
That is your passability. As he sort of goes to a little black box and goes, "Is that correct?" Yeah. Very good. Very good, Mr. Crow. Without touching the digital clock, are you able to slow it down to be 10 seconds behind that clock?
mean, we give it like 20 years. I'm pretty sure it'll just do that over time, but I guess you're gonna want me to do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay.
If
All
10
right,
seconds is too much, we can always try 2.
No, it's okay. I can do 10. I can do 10. I can do 10. Okay. Okay. It kind of like gets back in the zone from when he was in the hospital, and kind of just does one finger crack and everything, and uses power to go 10 seconds back or anything. So.
Yeah, you sort of grab onto it, and with your own field, what does it look like for outsiders when things are getting slowed down or sped up?
I want to say it's very much kind of like the little bit of like the static of like a VHS kind of like going forward, but it's like that laggy forward and everything. Like you're trying to push through like the laws of time and everything, and it's resisting. So it's very much like that fast forward, but slow.
I'm going to say this is untrained to 4. You are... I think you are reversing the expected. So we're at a 8 now.
Okay.
This is a small feat, so we're at a 10.
Okay.
Actually, no. Medium is actually what is reverse 10 by 10 seconds, so we're at a 14. 12. Yeah, I think I'll 14 with a moderate. This is a DC 14 for an abnormality check.
Okay. Okay. Which dice do I use? Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, wait! It was 14, right?
Yeah.
14 on the dot! Oh,
On the
thank
dot!
God.
Like this, like what we see, sort of like the interruptions when you fast forward a VHS, like the whether it's a reverse or fast forward, in a split second. For everyone else outside, they just see sort of that wobble. For you, it is you having to hold it and then waiting 10 seconds in your sort of own little vision and field. And as you kind of come out of it, you place it down and 10 seconds behind the mechanical clock. Very good, Mr. Crow. Thank you
got
so
any
much.
snacks? Because we could all use some snacks in the back right now.
Fasting is part of the orientation. We're gonna need you to, George. How much longer? Okay, after this test, actually, you'll be brought up to a meeting room where there will be snacks.
You know, patient care is very much a beneficial thing. So you want things to go a little bit better, or people to do their powers a bit more thoroughly. Work on that. And I'm just going to walk away.
Not a patient. Time passes. And I'm going to do my very best, Amber. Miss
okay.
Enzian? Yes.
That's right.
Miss Enzian, could you please follow me, please?
She just nods and follows.
Very good. Miss Enzian, we have on the opposite end of the room, there are 3 soda cans on the table. Would you mind please showing us the capabilities that you have?
The ones with my hands or the ones with my mind?
I think it's fairly obvious what we're looking to observe.
Sometimes it's in tandem. And she'll try to move the last one on the end and fling it against the wall.
Okay. Before you do so, you see that he walks behind you. And immediately you see that you have what is accessible that is on your person that can be seen and maybe taken?
Taken. Interesting. I think something that's interesting for her, kind of like she doesn't have guns, but she does have something that kind of looks like a harness on her. Mm-hmm. And she has probably a knife sticking out of one of the pockets, like just the end.
You feel an immediate pull before you're able to actually do your own sort of psychic pull, and your passive activates as this person's trying to. Good to know. Just needed to confirm that. Please continue.
Next time you should warn me, because that doesn't normally turn out very well.
Apologies. We needed to ensure that you were not aware of the intention.
She tries to move the cat again and then throws it against the wall.
Okay. This is. Are you doing like a forceful thing, or is this just a display?
It's
of power?
it's just a flick. She's not angry. She's just annoyed.
I will say once again, untrained, because we haven't trained in abilities yet. So 4. You are. This is causing the I think this is like levitating a coin. Yeah. So I think this is causing the unexpected. So +2. So we're at a 6. You are. Small for flipping a desk, so I think it's a small. So we're at a +8. We're at an 8. And direction or single target effect. So we're at, yeah. So I think this is a DC 10 on a abnormality D20 roll.
Might be nice. 8.
8.
Oh no!
How does it
She's
look like when
pissed
you
that she
try
took
to
her
force
knife.
it, but it doesn't do it?
I know we didn't go into descriptions, but she has one eye that's a different color than the other one. One is kind of like a pinkish hue, the other one is dark. And I think if you look at her like just a little bit of blood just kind of trickles out a little bit on the on the eye that has a lack of pigment.
Just shakes a little bit. Okay. Solid attempt. Thank you so much. You may head back with the others. Wait for us and we'll bring you over to meeting room 505.
She begrudgingly walks up. Am I going to get my knife back? Or are you afraid I'm going to stab you?
Your passive ability is they cannot take it from you.
Oh, okay. I
They
thought
were
he did
testing
take
that.
it.
No, they're
Okay.
unless you allow it, they can't take it from you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Take it.
You are brought upstairs until finally, all 4 of you, are brought to the 5th floor of the Reef Hotel. The door opens from room 505, and you see that there is an individual inside. Well, there you are. I'm sure you're hungry. Fasting's always the worst part of orientation. We've got donuts in the back, as well as coffee, but I think you better hurry. We don't really have a lot of time. The buzzing of fluorescent lights above and the whirl of coffee machine in the back can be heard as you walk into meeting room 505. In front of you, standing in front of a projector screen, is your team lead, Dorothy Albany. Permanently tired blue eyes, blonde hair that reaches down past her shoulders, tan-colored shirt tucked into heavy black pants, deep brown leather holsters that kind of go from her shoulders down to her hips, where a pistol sits at the side. The air of someone who's worked their way through the field and finally has a position, like a desk job. Finally. Within the room, there is an oval table with black office chairs surrounding it. A light shines from the projector that shines on the screen, currently displaying the words Entropy Containment Bureau Debrief, as well as today's date. I will invite you all, see who goes first. Who walks in first into the meeting room, and feel free to physically describe your character as they walk inside.
If nobody else does it, then Richard would do it. Richard Cherryhouse walks in again, like very straight posture. Walks in, keeping up the air of confidence and not showing if he's at all rattled by anything. Doesn't make a quick move for the food or the coffee. Maybe that's a test, right? See if we get distracted or something. But Cherryhouse is tall, gangly, mustachioed British guy. Has a very fancy British accent that I'm not going to try to do because I can't. But yeah, large dark eyes that are almost hypnotic and kind of a refined British presentation to him. If there are, I forget, yeah, if there's chairs, he will take a seat and like be at attention as he sits down.
Okay. Who follows?
A Hob will follow. Hob is sort of a little bit of a full-figured guy with kind of a very short, reddish brown and black hair and everything. Square jaw, looks very with green eyes, just has the permanent look of like, my soul is not here. I do not care about this world or anything. So, but he's very much wearing, God, I almost want to call it a depression sweatshirt, but like depression flannels and everything. Like these things have been worn a lot and everything. It's got some
Faded.
holes and everything.
Yeah.
Very faded, very faded. There's some stains on there that's been from like him like eating some food that's just got on there and all that and everything. He kind of like lumbers to like the back to see where the food is and everything. Is there like any fruits or is it just donuts and coffee?
Just donuts and coffee.
Some things never change. Okay. He's just gonna like grab like a single plain donut and just sort of kind of like grab one chair and put it in the farthest corner and just kind of like keep looking at like the person who brought us in here. This is kind of like, ow.
And who's to follow? Hob.
I can go next. And whoever was like leading us to this room, I feel like Finley's like, is the emergency power okay? Do you need me to look at the breaker? I'm so sorry for triggering the lights to go off. It's done that once before, but only once. And she's like a little nervous, and then she takes a big breath and she's like, I'm sure you've got it handled.
Yeah, we just need to talk to maintenance and a bunch of heads and file some reports, and it's gonna be a day.
I'm sorry. And she looks so guilty, and she turns and walks into the room a little dejected. She's like barely 22, looks extremely young, is wearing a very light green t-shirt underneath a black corduroy overalls that look like they would be stained if they weren't black. And she has very curly red hair that's kind of tied beneath a bandana that kind of matches the color of her shirt, with very bright green eyes and a smattering of freckles across her face. A little bit on the shorter side, but she has like some stock to her. She's got a little bit of muscle on her and very, very worn hands. And there's definitely like quite a few scars up and down her arms. And she'll just go sit into a chair and like lean her head down and then just reach over and grab a donut and a cup of coffee and sit there and like look really guilty.
And then, Val, you are to follow.
Yeah, Valentina's last. That's par for the course. She was last to walk in. She walks very straight. She is dressed in all black, very much covered up with like a black turtleneck, black fitted pants. She has the holster on her. Her hair is slicked back into a very long ponytail. I think the most noticeable thing that anybody can clock on her, she's very much of a albino skin tone. She has two different color eyes, and she has like a shock of, instead of white, she has all white hair and a shock of black streaked through her hair. And she's gonna walk over and kind of flip her knife out and cut a donut in half to see what's inside it, if she's gonna eat it or not, and probably hates it and just pours jet black coffee in her cup and sits down.
Deep red oozes out of the donut as the scent of strawberry fills your nose.
Yeah, she wanted lemon. She hates this. And wipes off her knife and sits down.
This might be a long day, so let's get started. I'm Dorothea Albany. I'm your team lead. And if it's all the same for you, we go through biospec beings like we go through TP. So let's come back to us getting to know each other if you could survive the first mission. Clicks a button. The projector shifts. 2 hours ago, we caught a report of 12 dead bodies found in a drive-through theater in Still Springs, Tennessee. Customers, employees, all dead. We're still scrubbing through further data, but what caught the Bureau's attention was that each car's batteries were fried, and so were most of the machines at the site. The eggheads up in research, in their own wonderfully obscured reports, found that this classifies as a break. So, we need some eyes at the scene. A small packet of documents is thrown onto the desk as the projector shifts to show a blurry satellite image. You see sort of a top-down view of the drive-in movie theater. There is the screen emanating light. It is black and white. It's not crystal clear in terms of the vision you're seeing here, but you can kind of get like the rough images and ideas of what's being shown. You see sort of the projector screen kind of emanating light from the projector. There are about 8 cars parked here. There's a small snack stand and a ticket booth. You see that the projector hits again, and time moves forward like it's a snapshot. It's not a movie. You're watching sort of a clip show, essentially. Sort of snapshots in time. It pushes forward a few seconds, and the car closest to the screen, you see there's clear black smoke emanating out of the car. There are, in this image, several people have kind of half stepped out of their own cars, looking at the one currently on fire, or at least smoking. You see Dorothy clicks the button again. Projector then shows a third scene of bodies on the floor. And there is one lone survivor currently rushing out on foot. Clicks it one last time, and that body falls. We don't have a lot of time. We're still collecting information. So let's bounce some ideas real quick. I don't want the local authorities to mess up any clues that we could utilize.
Do you know if there was symptoms of how the people died?
We found numerous slash marks.
Interesting.
Like cuts.
Where?
As far as we're aware, multiple sites we've seen bodies face down, face up, and slash marks all over. Again, we're running on limited information, but as far as we know, it's not localized in one area.
Do we have any pictures of what the slash marks looks like?
Satellite images, nothing too clean though.
And you said that all of the machines nearby were fried. How far is that radius, do we know?
We haven't looked into that just yet.
Okay.
Are there images like on the table we can grab?
Yeah, they've thrown some images.
Okay.
So what they throw out is the slideshow that you just watched, as well as a dossier, essentially like a packet of documents that came from research that your team lead is like, I don't understand this, and has thrown it out.
I think Val's probably looking way too closely at the ones with the bodies and the slash marks, but she's just trying to figure out how and why.
Yeah, I would take a look at the research documentation if there's anything that seems especially complicated or anything like that.
Roll me a brains check, and I will say, let me go to my notes. What should I mark this as a DC? This will be a DC 13.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's not going to happen on its own.
Could I lean over his shoulder? Because I'm very interested in what's in this document. So, like, maybe there's like a list of the machines. And is there a way that I could assist? Would an aid token help you?
You can spend you're all in the same scene. If anyone wants to spend aid tokens to help Richard on his own check, you can. Yeah.
I will note that DC 13, I'm rolling a D12, so I would have to get the best result or close to it, and then it would explode anyway. I can still do it. Do we have to decide to spend aid tokens before the roll, or can we do it after?
You can do it after.
Okay, let me roll, and then we can see
Okay.
if it's worth it to cash in the aid tokens.
I mean, I probably would be creeping over your shoulder anyway.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, I did roll an 11. If
So you're
I spend an
2 away.
aid token, and Finn here spends an aid token, does that get us to 13?
That gets you 13. So go ahead and expend those 1 aid tokens from each of you. And that is a 13.
And I think, like, as you lean over, Lynn, like, even without saying anything, I hand some papers to you, like, just back over my shoulder so that we can both be, like, looking through them.
I will say what you learn from this documentation is that there's a lot of, a lot of estimates, like quick jotted down estimates from research and development of what they could assume this could be. I think what you gather just to sort of rethink, because one of the big aspects of amalgamation is figuring out what type of break this is. You jot down initially that this is not an external event. This is either a paranormal object that is causing these effects, or it is a biospec being. I think a lot of the information that both of you assess is there doesn't seem to be any effect that is affecting the actual terrain, so it is more than likely not an external event.
Got it.
And have we been given briefings on all this terminology, or is this like the first time we're encountering this kind of stuff?
You have, yeah. During orientation of the first 12 hours, you were kind of given the breakdown of like what these things are, what the ECB really kind of goes after, what the correct usage of your containment pylons, how to use your equipment. And so you've kind of got like the rough breakdown, but you weren't, I think it's fair to say that none of you were expecting to go on mission today.
Yeah. I think Cherry House definitely, like, we do a bit of talking, and then he has the tendency to, like, pronounce stuff out loud that he just learned as if he just thought it up. And so it's that now. Clearly not an external event, perhaps a paranormal object or maybe a biospec being. And it's like line for line what's written in some of the stuff, but I'm saying it as if I thought it up.
I think Dorothy kind of looks in your direction and goes, oh, okay, good. Someone finally speak Greek around here.
Kind of a smug nod, yeah.
Hob is gonna like get from his corner and just like look over to the desk, and I know like it's satellite images and everything, but can I try to see like what kind of thing would cause the slashes and stuff? Like paranormal, like was it like claws or like weapons and everything or something?
Sure. I think that is what we're going with. I think this would... understand, I think is probably still a brains check here. Because you're working with a lot of things, I'm going to say that this will be a DC, a task series extraordinary, but possible, true skilled on it. So I'm going to say this is going to be a DC 15, and I'm going to set the type of check this is as limited.
Oh, okay. Okay. Remind me again, what does limited mean again? Oh,
it means that when it means if you succeed, you still you only receive you receive half information.
Okay, cool. All right. So I got a D20. Here we go. Plus 2, so I just need 13. Okay, come on.
What'd you get?
Oh boy, it's not good. It's a 1. Oh, let's burn it now. Well, you earn an aid token for failure.
It's bad donut.
Donut.
I think what happens is that you grab onto the printed out sheet, the printed out sort of a image, satellite image, and you lean forward a little bit, and you see there's a little speck of dust where where one of the victims is lying, and you're like, oh, I gotta wipe that off. And you get what kind of donut did you grab? Like a glazed donut?
I thought it would be a plain donut, but I guess I wasn't paying attention. It is one of those like super glazed and like cinnamon swirl with a little bit of like
a bit of cinnamon and sugar
jelly.
kind of etched. You're like, no.
I see all of this. Is everyone like? Is Dorothy like aware of like what's going on? And like,
Dorothy is
if I just
currently
fucked up?
Dorothy's looking at Richard and Finn, going, "Oh, really?" And has not noticed you. Kind of like quickly trying to clean off what you just did.
I'm just gonna crumple the paper and just like throw it in a wastebasket. No one will ever know that I fucked up.
I'll say that since everyone's had a moment, except for you, Val, is there anything that you are trying to assess in this moment?
Well, I was looking at one of the images of the bodies. I think she is in the line of work she does. She's trying to understand if those kills, sorry to use that so vulgarly, were intended to like make their victims die or just to hurt them, like to get them down, like to temporarily like bring them down to get them out of their way, or like was the intent, no, I'm going to kill you.
This still feels like a brains roll.
That's fine.
I think it's fair. I think it's kind of the same. I think it is a DC 15 limited. Because
I doubt I'm going to hit that. I have D6.
It's one of those things where a part of the game is actually going down to the actual scene and investigating. You guys are trying to do that away from the scene. It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's much safer here. Maybe we stay here and.
Well, I mean, this is our first time, so we don't know that.
Fair. Yeah, it's 100% fair.
Like, can I give an aid to like with
You're in the same
Val
scene.
and-
I don't know if we're gonna have enough between us.
Oh, you never know. Could explode.
What do we get, Val?
Yeah, it could explode. I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
Just have it in my hand. No, that is a 5.
A
Even if I
5.
were to do all my tokens,
So
that would bring it down to an 8.
Yeah. Well, you gain an 8 token for the failure. And you yourself are looking at it, and it is blurry black and white satellite images. You would need to see it. You would need to sort of see the intention and sort of get a better view. But as everyone has sort of had their own little moment of trying to ask questions and ascertain and use the information given to you to maybe expand what you know, you see Dorothy go, all right, we don't have all day. We're still collecting information, so feel free to radio us if you have any other questions. But until then, we need to bounce. We need to go now. Go ahead and meet with some department managers for equipment allocation, and meet me at the amphitheater on the 3rd floor when you're done. You guys are dismissed. Go ahead and collect some equipment.
All right, what are we
and
thinking, guys?
here we're gonna do. We can actually talk above table of what you could do for equipment allocation. There are several departments that you can go talk to. The only limit is that once someone has decided to go with one department, that is locked out for everyone else. So let's see here. There is, I'm going to go to equipment. There is administration, field operations, human relations, research and development, and sanitation. Who would like to go first?
If no one objects, Cherry House would like the administration gear, both because it would give him a bonus to social checks, which he's already really good at. So if we need to talk to someone and get them to stay away or whatever, I can do that. And also, because Cherry House's background was like in British intelligence, so he was sort of in an agency like this, I think he thinks he is the highest rank and that he belongs at administration. And I think he walks in there kind of like casually, like sort of like oh yeah, I've done, this is old hat to me, that kind of stuff.
You walk into, I think you make your way towards administration office and head your way towards the department head, in which you open up this sort of office, and you see it is a very meticulously cleaned office. Everything ever so like it's one of those like those scenes we see in media where like the pencils are on the desk and they've been lined up by the eraser ever so meticulous, so everything's sort of all cleaned up. There is a smell of expensive cologne and ozone. There is a picture that sits on the side of this desk that shows an older gentleman. You see sort of balding head, sort of bushy, kind of Commissioner Gordon white mustache, heavy glasses that sit on his sort of eyes. And there is a placard that reads Arius Thorne, who is the head of administration.
Mm-hmm.
Older white guy, he's got like sort of, he's full on Commissioner Gordon. He's seen some things. And there's a picture of him on the side of his desk that shows him not smiling, holding a large bass at a lake that he's caught. And then next to that is another picture with him, his wife, and 3 kids. And him and his 3 kids are not smiling, but the wife is.
Oh, cute.
He is currently typing away on a computer as you walk in. And without even looking at you, goes, "What's your name?"
Agent Cherryhouse. I think doing without even thinking about it, like body mirroring, like really stiff posture, like does a sharp salute, like has picked up all those details and like, okay, I'm the good soldier, I'm the good agent. That's what this guy wants me to be. No nonsense, no joking around.
Haven't heard your name yet. Oh, no, here you are. Just added in. Oh, done with orientation. What equipment allocation?
Yeah, looking for the priority clearance seal to help lock down the area if necessary.
And there's why again you can't just convince local police? Why do you need this?
I believe I would have the ability to convince local police, but in the event that there are any difficulties, I know that secrecy is of the utmost importance. Don't want to take any chances.
Yeah, right. Local police, especially across major cities, have already been complaining about overreach. So if I give this to you, and he kind of goes in his desk and holds seal, I expect local authorities to be silenced, not provoked. I don't want to really file a resource irregularity report on you, so make use of it. Be respectful.
Take it. Give the sharp salute. Understood.
Perfect. I'm marking it that you have it now. I respect it back when you're done.
Won't be a problem.
You leave the door, and there's sort of the cologne is ejected. You're like, kind of a bit of a tinge to the throat. Who else is going for equipment allocation?
Okay. I was thinking about the experimental serum, but I feel like maybe the what is the standardized NDA would probably be a good pick for me. If anyone else had to like any other choices, nope.
I was leaning towards the field operations. If we have a moment to discuss in the hallway before we run off.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Cherry House just kind of like
Right, he just went.
Yeah.
Left.
But I think that from what I understand of this pylon, it would probably be good for me to have on my person because if I'm trying to figure out what is happening with equipment or things like that, we need to buy ourselves time.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, let's follow Finn as you go to field operations.
Sure.
You enter a door into what it looks to be like. It almost feels like this room does not fit the sort of very bureaucracy, kind of like very office space. This looks like a warehouse as you enter one of the doors on the 3rd floor. And there is like caged walls, like you can see through them, obviously, but they are done there as numerous hooks holding like weaponry and guns and explosives and boxes and containers currently hanging on the walls. There are like wild cords currently wrapped around. As you hear, there is, let's see here, he is whispering. You hear whispering, a voice. And as you sort of step in, you recognize the actions of an individual who's currently trying to put something away. Recognize that you stepped in. Like, you see there a larger kind of sort of rotund man, sort of dark skin, white hair, older gentleman. This is Commander. He goes by Commander. He's like, don't call me anything else. This is Commander Sully Sullivan. He is a retired field agent with, you see that sort of like the mechanical prosthetic hand that moves a little bit more jankily.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he kind of like grabs things, puts them away and goes, oh, hi, new face. Hi, welcome.
I think Finn is like taking in I'm not in a weird office place anymore. Like, this looks a little more my speed, even though like she's kind of taking it all in, and then she hears the clattering of like attempting to hide something, and she'll give him space. She'll be like looking at things and go, yeah, hi, I'm here to get equipment.
Oh, field operations.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, I thought you were from administration. Look what I found.
Oh, no.
And he lifts up what looks like to be a white little cat.
Oh!
And he goes,
It's so precious!
yeah. I'm going to
Look
call
at
him
the
Killer.
Oh, I love that! That'd be really cool. That's such a juxtaposition of a name.
Yeah.
Fits.
He's a small little guy. I found him outside behind the hotel. I can't even tell you what I had to do to make sure that he didn't go unconscious.
Oh no. Wait, why? Why would he go unconscious?
Well, because he's a living, breathing thing.
And so when breathing thing... Oh, that's right. They said something about that in the video they made us watch. Like, if people wander in here unintentionally without being invited, they might go unconscious.
Oh, man. There was a time that there was a bird that walked in here, had a mess, and then conked out.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I
Wasn't
bet that
fun.
was fun to... Yeah. Cool. Well, I will not tell administration about Killer, but only if you let me come visit and see how he grows.
Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, you're looking for allocation. Perfect. He motions over to the corner of the room. A large 3-foot spike that lies against one of the walls and goes, it's kind of collapsible. It's only going to go down maybe 2 feet, so hopefully you're all right walking around with a 2-foot spike.
I mean, it's like carrying around pipe or, I guess, a very large equipment piece. No big.
There you go. Hey, I like that. Yeah, don't be afraid of the equipment. The metal's your friend. You know?
Do you have like a harness I could use? I think if I shove this thing in my overall hook, it's gonna tear my overalls.
Yeah, no. Well, we've got a few covers. If you're looking, we have one that looks like a pool cue. Like you put a pool cue in and kind of makes it look like that. If you're more like a baseball, you like sports, we can put it sort of cover like you're carrying a baseball bat.
I mean, I played some softball growing up. I'll take it.
All right. And he starts to set you up. He goes, listen, this beauty here creates a 10-foot safe zone for 5 minutes. So whatever paranormal freak you're currently hunting can't really touch you with their hocus pocus. It's heavy, it's ugly, but it'll keep your soul intact.
Perfect.
All right. He starts to put everything together and hand you. It is heavy. It's pretty, like, it's one thing you put to put in your back and you're like, I'm so happy I have a harness.
Yeah. And I mean, I think she takes it and swings it over. She's like 5'2", so it like there's a little bit of a
touching
pull,
your knees.
And then she catches it a little bit, and she looks like she's strong and can take it. She's bracing herself properly.
Perfect.
Cool.
You say your goodbyes to both Sully Sullivan and Killer, and to the remaining members of our agents here. Where do you guys go?
I'll let
I'm
Dice
gonna
go
go-
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to human relations, but before that and everything, I'm just gonna look at Val and everything, because when you said you use your powers, you had like blood trickling out and everything and all that. Did you
It's probably dried in one eye, and
Okay.
she just left it there.
I'm gonna clock that and just be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. Why? All right.
You got blood right here.
She takes
and
one of the
everything.
big, like, crappy coffee napkins and wipes it.
Does that usually happen when you use your thing?
Only if I'm not really paying attention or annoyed. Just depends.
Okay. Well, if you need anybody to like check up or make sure you're not getting run down and finely tuned. I used to be a surgeon, doctor, and everything, so I can help out if need be. So don't die for them. Anything. Live for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
confused but grateful.
He's a little bit projecting a little bit of his own like little bit of pain, but also it's like this is probably the most human interactions he's had with people. That's not like shitty medical hospital board people. So he's just like trying to unprick the thorns off of him and stuff.
The
So just like
PTSD.
a little bit, kind of like puts his head down and then just goes directly to human relations.
You go to human relations. You enter in. Let's see who is it? Okay. You will enter in an office for human relations. For HR, there is immediately you walk into. There's sort of like a placard underneath the word human relations. Elena Van, who is sort of the head of human relations of HR. As you open up her door, there is immediately a large painted, calming, like corporate beige coloration of this office. There's a large painting behind Miss Van's desk that shows like it's very abstract, where there's like a bunch of colors that splash together, and they're all hues of green. And there's sort of like a little white plaque, like she bought it on an auction and didn't remove it, and it just says the human eye can see more shades of green. You see that
Flashbacks to back. This would totally be something at like the board meeting and everything. And I was just like,
there's not, but beyond that one painting, there's not a lot of decorations. Just a bookshelf to the side that reads, like there's a little knickknack that says, "Be your best self." Oh, sorry, these are books. These are books that say, "Be your best self" and "Healing through words," is what you see sort of on there. You see that Miss Vane is currently on the phone as you walk in, kind of acknowledges you, kind of gives you an eye. You see bald head, sort of tanner skin, large rounded glasses. You see that she's wearing a green blazer. So she's on the phone, kind of gives you acknowledgement. Of course. Oh, and your comfortability, I think, is the top priority. And with that in mind, I think it's super important to tell you that we're hosting a nightly spa to selected employees. So tell you what, I'll email you the link, and we'd love to have you here, free of charge. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry. How can I help you?
I need one of those NDA thingy-majiggies.
Good. Yeah, we need that. Reaches into her desk, hands you sort of a glowing document, and goes, "We can't have the public getting ideas now, can we? Once the witness signs this, they'll physically be not able to mutter words about what they saw. It's kinder than the alternative."
What's the alternative?
Well, I'm judging whether or not you may need it or not. Tell you what, you're a new face. Just don't do bad enough where I have to invite you to the spa. Don't get blood on it.
A lot of things don't ever change when it comes to human relations in any company.
We're here for your best interest.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be threatening people to, like, go to a spa in anything. Like, there's better ways to do that.
It is relaxing, to say the least. Very relaxing. You'll come out a changed person.
Oh, I bet I would. I bet I would. Which is why you will never get me there. Piss off. And I'm just gonna walk away.
Never got his name. Starts to write down some things as you walk away. And
Oh boy.
I'm gonna keep
Here,
that
you
in
have
mind.
a file.
Yeah, already a file. Build human resources, keeping a file on homes.
You didn't get my name. I didn't give you my name.
You didn't give a name. Wrote down descriptions. What about you, Val? What are you doing?
Val chugs her coffee, throws it in the trash. She pours another one, puts a little one of those cheap ass lids on it, and puts another donut with a little napkin over it, and she's gonna head to sanitation.
Oh, you are led down to the basement. You are led to the basement of the Reef Hotel, where you find there is you go to the incinerators. There's a room that has all these pipings and incinerators, and there's really hot and steam. You can already feel it as you open it up. You start to cook in this basement a little bit. It's kind of hot in here. The sound of, as you open this large metal door, you can hear the sound of operatic singing as it echoes through sort of the metal tubes, and there's odd explosions of steam. It is music being sung, kind of like full on, like it's
Am I
sung
familiar with it?
I'll say probably. It's
Okay.
sort of like this, like almost a European kind of like song being sung, undisclosed location, but definitely across the sea. You hear kind of like the sound of banging and pots or banging and sort of the release of steam, and you see that there is a lone gentleman with sort of this yellow broom, currently is sweeping, has sort of like a Walkman, very bulky looking sort of headset on his ears, and he's currently singing this operatic song that he's listening to. Messy gray hair. He doesn't look like a lead. He looks like just like a janitor. Currently is just sweeping, a large key ring on his hips. You step in, he kind of turns, sees you, and goes, you must be fan of Luba Ordesizovic as well, yeah? You joining Old Cook for sing-off?
I'm not. My talent is not singing. Nice to know you're not out of tune. And she hands over a donut and coffee.
Aye, thanks. Nutrition feels souls. I know. Pipes, they sometimes sing to cook. First time outside.
Something like that.
Well, just remember, look straight and hold to your breath.
Noted.
The weakest lung is always the quietest. So you're not fan of Luba. What else you came for?
Something tells me you see a lot of things around here. I need
I've-
equipment.
Old cook sees a lot. Old eyes remember a lot.
Mm-hmm. Something about a key I need?
You looking to fast pass with velvet box. And looks over to sort of where like there's a folding chair where there's like a thermos of coffee. He takes your donut, puts it there, and there's sort of this wooden box that he opens up. And there is a crystalline key that he pulls out. And as he turns it to the other side, it turns into like a card reader, like a phone card, and then turns back into a physical key. And he flips it to the other side and changes into a larger key and then a smaller one, and then puts it back into the box, gives it to you. He goes,
Fix it.
remember, the most useful is the more fragile.
That's up for interpretation, but okay.
Everything has its own place.
It does, and I like getting into places I'm not supposed to be, so this is useful.
Remember what the old cook told you, okay? Hold breath. Your lungs are weak.
Noted again. She takes the box with her.
Puts the headset back on, starts to sing as you walk away. As you do a double take, he is no longer there.
Cool. Do I still hear singing as I leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of echoing throughout the pipes.
Uh-oh.
After gathering all of the equipment, you all meet in the elevator, heading up to the 5th floor. Everyone's able to grab onto their equipment. You see that from the 5th floor, you look at the number in the elevator inside, it goes, 5th, 4.5, 4, 3.25, 3. Doors open. And it is nearly identical to the 5th floor, except with different placards on the actual doors. Walking through the halls, you start to find the one door that reads amphitheater. You walk in, and as you do so, the door closes behind you, and there is a kind of a beep of an electronic lock as something soft engages. You are inside a small-ish, red carpeted room with stone walls and wooden pillars. There are no chairs, and it looks like the steps are supposed to be the seats. It's like... And there is a small, very small stage with a singular light from the ceiling shining down on the stage, where Dorothy currently is kneeled over next to an old, tube TV that is connected to a VCR and a small, cardboard box with several VHS inside it. You see that she's kind of can someone help me with this fucking thing? I can't get this to work.
Is it not turning on?
It's being an asshole.
Did we witness what everybody's powers were? Were we observing as well or no?
Yeah, you were in the observation room watching everyone do their powers.
Okay. I'll kind of go, Mr. Cherryhouse, sir, you can kind of talk to machines, right?
Yes, more or less.
Could you maybe see what the problem is so that I could try to fix it? Speed things up?
Sounds good to me. I just walk right over there, and I'm just gonna... if nobody stops me, I'm just gonna touch it and see what it has to say.
Roll me...
Oh.
Let's see here. Roll me a vigor check. DC is going to be... I'll say it's going to be a 5.
Alrighty. That is a 9.
You hear soft whispers in the back of your head as you touch TV, the stand, sort of like this entertainment space with the VHS. The TV is arguing with the VHS player. There is kind of like this anger between the two. And they're also, both of these voices are also angry with Dorothy. As you see, she's unplugging, replugging, trying different things. And there is a sort of an anger of stop touching us like that. And then there's a response of, I don't want to play anything today. And the other one's you have to. And there's sort of this back and forth.
Oh.
All right, then I'll after I take that in, I'll gesture to Dorothy and say, they would like you to stop fiddling, and they're also not getting along. There seems to be that's going around today. I think it's the VHS player. I think is just not having it, not in the mood.
Well, we need it.
Stand back, smug, like that was helpful at all.
I will sit down cross-legged on the stage and flip over the VHS panel and I'll pull out my multi-tool and I'm like, why is there not a good screwdriver? And I'll flip it open and use a knife as a screwdriver and try to open it up and see what the problem is.
I'm really not gonna like that, but all right.
Ghastly.
Roll me a vigor check. This DC is going to be...
About to get electrocuted, guys.
This is going to be a
Hold on.
DC 14.
Oh boy.
I'm going to take a step back.
There's no way for me to succeed unless I blow here. I rolled a 6 plus 1 is 7.
Oh boy.
First, you go ahead and take your A token. For
Okay.
failing. You start to mess with the screws, and the moment you get one screw off, it's still on your multi-tool, it pops and re-screws itself. And you're like, what the hell?
I really didn't
And
like
you start
that.
to try it again, and finally, as you get one screw off, it ejects out and hits you in the eye. You take,
Ow.
you're gonna take lesser damage. You're gonna take 1 point of damage.
Cool. I'll kind of hold my eye and go, ouch. Okay, I don't know that I can fix this. Seems to be an attitude problem, not a mechanical problem.
Well, can someone tell these two to work together?
Don't
That
look
ain't
at
me.
Cherry House. Just like, well, buddy, do you have like therapy license underneath all that special operative stuff that you do? Or...
Give it a go. Appeal to their professional nature. We're all working for the same team here. And yeah, I will. I want to apologize for my fellow agent attempting to disembowel one of you. Misunderstanding there. And we can get this over with very quickly. Just give the lady what she wants, and we can watch whatever it is, and we'll move along to the next thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is a charm check, as you're gonna try to sweet talk the machines. And I will say a task that is successful, almost certain for those who are skilled at it. Whoever, I'll say a DC 8.
A DC 8 charm. Alrighty. That is an 18.
18.
Ooh.
You sort of hold both, and you're like, hey, guys.
Come on,
We're
guys.
We're all the same team. Let's work together. Whoa, music getting a little too tense for me. I think there's silence between the two. And then you hear a response of, fine, one tape. Just one.
I hope that's all she wants to play. I didn't ask, but
Dorothy looks to you and goes, are we good now?
should be good. One tape. I wouldn't push it. So whatever's most important. Let's start with that.
That's fine. We only need one tape anyways. She starts to go through the cardboard box and she pulls out a VHS that you all see is clearly labeled. It says California. She goes, nope. Pulls another one. It says Florida. Nope. Need that. Nope, not Alaska. Where is... oh, here it is. And shifts over and finds a tape that says Tennessee. That goes, great. Okay. I would like everyone here, go ahead and off the stage, go and sit at the amphitheater if you don't mind.
Okay.
Cool.
Find your place.
Just sort of. Yeah.
Mhm. You see she pushes in the tape that says Tennessee. She goes, okay. Everyone just keep an eye on the machine, on the screen, and good luck, agents. The tape whirls to life. And the TV that you all look at, she walks to sort of the back of the stage. The machine whirls to life, TV flicks on, the screen flicks on, and the stage light goes out. You are just sitting in darkness and only illuminated by the screen itself. The image that you see on the TV is a view of this amphitheater, but from behind you. You look behind you and you do not see like a camera.
Mm-hmm.
static overtakes the screen and sort of flashes back. There is one thing you all observe is you look to where Dorothy was. She was in your view. She just sort of took a step back on the stage where the TV currently sitting. Dorothy's no longer there. And then the TV turns off and the lights turn back on.
What?
They don't give us a lot of information, do they?
Oh, God. Like, for fuck's sake. That's not... You should at least, like... You gotta... In order for us to do the best job we can do, you gotta give, like, all the information and not, like, hold things back and everything. Otherwise, you'll do, like, a bad job on, like, trying to get the right treatment and everything. God! Fucking damn!
I would like also everyone here to roll me a vigor check.
Okay.
Everyone here is going to roll a vigor check. The DC is going to be a 5. Actually, sorry, it's going to be a 6, except for you, Val, as you remember the words echoing in your mind. The lungs are the weakest as you hold your breath, and your DC is a 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. I'm failing every single roll.
Exactly a 3, so I'm glad. And I have a D20 in vigor.
Okay. So I rolled an 8.
Okay.
That's
Explodes?
It means it
Okay.
surges forward. Yeah, explodes.
Okay, so that means a D10. Okay, cool. Oh, that was so close. 8. So 18. Hey.
18. Wonderful. What did we get for Richard?
I got a 13.
13. So the only one who failed right now is Finn. Finn,
Oh.
you take another minor harm. Or
What did
actually,
Finn
no,
get?
Actually, no, you do take minor harm. You take 2.
Technically, I got a 2.
You got it too.
Okay.
So you take 2 points of damage as when the screen flicked away, everyone, it felt like you just sort of had this large exhale at your breath. And it didn't really kind of affect, like it felt like, oh, well, that was weird. I guess elevation has changed or something in the room has sort of caused that. Finn, you start to cough. That hurt your lungs. It almost like something stressed your diaphragm. And you're like, and you start to choke for a brief moment until you find your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Finn, you good?
Yeah.
Everything okay? Okay.
I don't think that's normal VCR.
No, it's not. Nothing about this place is normal.
The janitor did say
Take-
the lungs are the weakest, so hold your breath. I didn't. Well, that came handy, I guess.
You're gonna share with the class?
I naturally have a good diaphragm, so I'm great. But
Sorry. Oh God.
to be fair, I didn't know when we were going to have to use it. It just seemed like a good time.
Yeah. No. That's fair. Oh Lord.
Is that why the VHS is angry? And I look at Sherry.
I think just overworked, work stress gets to all of us time and again. Hopefully it gets some time off soon.
The
Well, does
VHS
it
is spit out.
have an effect on the machine as well as us?
Maybe just her. Everyone, we all seem fine, right? And the rest of
Yeah,
us?
I think I pissed it off, which honestly is fair. But in my defense, opening things up to see what the problem is usually the solution.
Oh yeah. No, you didn't piss it off intentionally and everything. So you're good. You're good.
If you're sentient, I also don't like being turned around and having my insides taken out. So
Yeah,
do
that's
it, man.
that is also
fair.
true.
I completely understand.
I will admit that the treating every single machine as if it is sentient and has an inner life is damned inconvenient at times.
Indeed.
I have never had to treat a machine like it's sentient and has inner life.
I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. Do we think we're in Tennessee now?
You're still in the same amphitheater. There's the door.
Let's go find out, because there's no other instructions, and Dorothy, was it? She's gone.
Yep.
So, cool.
Yeah, let's go to the door.
You open the door. and
Still
you see that
coughing.
you are looking at. You are no longer. The door out leads to the outside. You are looking at a cracked, like concrete driveway. Almost like you stopped at a small shop. So like there's like parking spaces where the paint is peeled away. You are looking with like from your view, you see like a highway. And there's like a wooden fence and there are cows on the opposite end of the fence. And you look behind you, you are looking at a building that reads it is a locksmith's like a side shop of a locksmith with a side garage that has an SUV in it.
Oh.
Yeah, and you are outside now, and you look back as the door closes. You see there is a window. There are windows that peer into this locksmith. So you sort of clean up a little bit the glass because it looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. And if you open the door again, it leads into a locksmith shop. It does not lead back into the amphitheater.
Huh.
Don't like this. Oh.
Where are we supposed to get back?
I think we figure that out later if we don't die.
I'm gonna just go like knock the door. Dorothy. Open the door back.
You hear on the radio. Yes.
God!
Do we all have one?
Yeah. Everyone's got a radio.
Oh, look. Little voice on my shoulder.
Could you not like gave us like a heads up of what was gonna happen and everything?
Hobbs, it's a 2-hour drive to Still Springs. We might need to hurry.
Is this
Are we gonna
SUV
drive
for us?
You couldn't like. All right. Okay.
Vamping
Is
us there
this
was
SUV for
too
us?
easy.
Yes, the key should be in the ignition.
Cool. Thanks.
There wasn't. I was
Who
just
wants
gonna
to drive?
let you know.
Do British people call shotgun? Is that a British thing? Do they have that game? And
None of us know.
I guess it would be the other side, right? If the other side of the car, right?
I
mean,
say, good sir,
shotgun
I
has to
call
do-
shotty on this piece here.
Whatever the British equivalent of calling shotgun is, Cherry House has done that.
You're on the
I
wrong
should
side.
text my friend.
But yeah, he calls it but goes to the wrong side of the car because he's new to the
Other
United
side.
States. Yeah.
Other side. Unless you're driving.
Don't let Cherry House drive. He's going to drive on the opposite side of the street.
Yeah. I don't want to drive.
other
No.
side.
Okay.
I'm willing to drive.
Should we let our
Finn.
mechanic drive?
Cool.
Okay.
I'll swing my pylon over the edge and like chuck it down in between the thing.
All right.
Like
Think in the back.
floor. No,
So-
she wants it within hand's reach.
Alright.
And I'll very confidently start the car, pull the seat way forward, and adjust mirrors and stuff. And so just make sure you buckle, please, because I don't know what we're getting into, and if this thing rolls, please be safe.
I'm just gonna like.
Do you not know how to drive, or do you just drive like a
No,
crazy
I know
person?
how to. No, I know how to drive. It's just you
Inside
never
check?
know what you encounter.
I mean, you can
Okay,
always
I
make a
thought-
discern check.
All right.
I'll take your word for it. I just assume I couldn't tell if you were warning us because of preemptive danger or how you drove in general.
No. Well, we don't know what we're getting into. I have to argue with my brothers to buckle in every single time. It's crazy.
I rolled a 1 on that discern, so I truly believe that Finn's got it.
Yeah, you make a choice here, Hobbs. Do you believe it or do you not believe? It is all in your hands at this point. You're like, I'm either sweating or fully confident.
Tells the car, don't flip.
I think I just like buckle and then I make sure the seat belt is like locked in when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like
all the way.
overextended. all the way. And if there's like any wood or like fake wood, I'm just gonna like knock on it and just kind of like.
Finn, as you sit in the driver's seat, there is a post note currently stuck to the speedometer that is there. It is a handwritten note that says, "The truth is harder to understand. Maybe shadows aren't so bad. Cover the stories may help. Boris Cook."
I did not write that down fast enough.
Can you throw that in the chat? My
Don't worry.
brain
Essentially,
died
what
when you
it
said it.
what it means in his broken English is, maybe it's good to keep to the shadows. Cover stories may help.
Okay.
Apparently, in Britain, they say bagsy to call something.
I call
They'll say
Bagsy.
bagsy to get the passenger seat, but also like bagsy on not paying for drinks. It means calling something of little value. So now we know.
It's like calling dibs.
Yeah, bagsy.
Okay. I will take that post-it note and I will just go, I don't know what this means, and I'll hand it over. Someone figure that out. I'm driving. And I assume we can put the address into the GPS and
Yeah. This is all set in modern times, by the way, everyone. Yeah, you put it is also a newer car. You type in the address where you need to go to Still Springs. I think as you start to write out, one thing that you do hear, Hobbs, is one last thing, agents. If you take too long on this whole mission, if you need an extra day, I actually have rooms already registered underneath my name at the Still Springs Inn. So if you need a day to rest, be quick about it. But if you need some time to investigate.
Can she hear us? Do we know if she can hear us if we're not like pressing the button? She did answer Hobbs, right? Like when he was just saying her name. So is she just listening in all the time?
I mean, that is something I don't even think of Roll can answer. I don't think you know.
Yeah, we just don't know.
Unless you ask your radio.
I think that's
cameras. They probably have cameras.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Because it occurs to Cherry House is the kind of guy that if he knows that we have like a per diem or whatever to spend, he would always spend it. And we could take an extra day. Is the hotel nice? All right, we're taking an extra day then. So he wanted to suggest that, but I think he looks at it. He's like, wait a minute. Actually, could I use my powers and talk to the thing and see if it's always transmitting our sound? Talk to the radio?
Yeah, your passive ability allows you to figure if something's wrong with the thing. This is you learning and abstracting information from it. So this will be you stressing your power. So if you would like, you can spend one stress point, and then we will determine what the DC is.
Yeah, I think it's useful because then maybe later on we know that she's always listening. That could be helpful. So yeah, I will, while we're driving, I will just like kind of casually like have my hand on the radio wherever it is and just be like, what's up with you? Are you always transmitting? Like, we don't have to do anything? Is she always listening? Is there a camera in you, Mr. Radio? Like,
you place your hand over it. And so I'm going to say this is, once again, untrained. Full disclosure, when players start to train in abilities, that's a level up ability. So it's always, right now for our first mission, it's always going to be untrained. So it's already a +4. I think you're not undoing natural laws. I think this is breaking normal physical expectations. So I think this is another +2, so we're at a 6. Scope, you're not affecting one small thing, you're kind of affecting kind of the whole object. I'll say that's a small, so it's an 8. And then control, directional single target effect. Yeah, I think you're just having a small conversation. So I think that we're at 8. So yeah, I think it's a DC 10 abnormality check.
All right. That's it's a D20, right?
D20.
All right, so it's 50-50. I rolled a 20. I guess I explode it and
yeah, you would explode. 31.
I got a 31 on it.
Jesus.
Sort of the electronic signals going back into your ear, sort of reverberating your eardrum as you hear sort of response of, there's a camera in the sort of the radio, and I think the response you get back from your own radio saying, she can tap in. Higher ups can tap in. Your team lead can tap in, but from what your radio knows is that she's not always doing it. It looks like she just wanted to oversee you actually got out of the amphitheater okay, and now you're on your way. So you feel there's a sort of this uncomfortable idea that she could be listening. Not all the time, but she could be.
Yeah, also the fact that she's not constantly monitoring us. It's like, damn, she's got something better to do than make sure we survive. That's also kind of unsettling. But I think this makes a lot of sense, because the reason that Cherry House is not in British intelligence anymore is because they burned him and were trying to kill him. So I think he wants to know, like, how are we starting off with this new organization? Like, how are they treating us? And okay, hidden camera, radio can be listening to us. I'm going to think about ways to maybe let other people know that later that aren't in view of the camera and don't involve talking, but I'm not making that a priority right now.
Very good. And you guys start to drive, 2-hour experience, start to drive your way to Still Springs, Tennessee. Do you guys come up with a cover story, or do you want to wait until you actually start to experience the scene before you come up with a cover story?
We could maybe talk about a couple possibilities of a cover story, just so that when we get there, we aren't pulling something out of our ass.
Is there anything in the back of the SUV that we could use or anything? Is it just like, is there like any like cameras or something? We could like be like a documentary crew or something, filming something for like a special.
No, but I'll say that. Funny enough, I think you could probably stop, because it's a 2-hour drive. You could probably stop at like a Shveshbai, and get a
a Shveshbai.
Yeah, or maybe can't think of any other electronic shop. A Bryce. You can go to
Oh Lord.
a Bryce Electronics.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing though. I don't know that they would think about this. People were killed.
Yeah.
The police are not, the local police that are running this are not just gonna let documentary people walk in because they say so, right? Like, the whole point of this is we're trying to clear the field so that we have a safe way to act without any civilians getting in the way.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't we need to be above the police, or at least for them to trust us enough?
Yeah.
We have a badge. We could just say we're from the FBI or something.
Yeah, our badges, and then my priority clearance seal means they will treat us as direct superiors in a vacuum. So, like, are we FBI? Do we say this is maybe terrorism?
It does say ECB. You're
right. But it's like, it's a division of the FBI they don't even know about, right? That's our.
There you go.
And that's something you could say. Like, you can, obviously, it gives you bonuses to the charm check.
Yeah.
And that's something you can, mine thing says, like, we're subdivision.
I think Cherry House would suggest, if we think we can get away with it, suggesting some kind of potential biological contamination usually really encourages people to clear out. Maybe the injuries, if they can't identify what caused them. We say it could be some kind of a freaky disease, and then they'll all want to go away. Potentially, maybe we need to buy clean suits, gloves, like have that, stop by a pharmacy.
Okay. Yeah. Would a pharmacy just have hazmat suits?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what pharmacy are you going to that they have hazmat suits?
You stop by.
Do you guys not have that here in the States? Mentally checking another thing that
Not
Britain is better
typically.
for. Like,
No, that's usually like a medical thing you have to buy from like a certain.
oh,
vendor.
right. Your whole healthcare thing is just all shambles here, right?
I love.
I mean,
I was like almost offended, but he's like, no, he's right. He's right. That's what that
Yeah,
means.
actually, yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, considering your background, that's right. Oh no.
I'd like to say no, but yes.
The other thing to consider is if we're trying to get the local sheriff to walk off, like, this man's not gonna look at us saying it's a bio issue and look at scratches and believe that. So, unless we talk about some sort of, I don't know, rabies.
Hobbs, you got a doctor background, right?
Yes.
some kind of condition, some kind of a skin condition. We don't need to get too graphic about it, but lesions or contagious bleeding, that sort of thing.
I mean, I've always been a fan of the Anthrax band, so I could just say it's like new Franks or something. Like, you know how new metal was back in the day and everything. So,
Super Anthrax.
Wow. Yeah, you go to a hunting shop and you buy the full like bodysuits for like wading through water, but you find one that's white and you're like, I could pass this off as a hazmat, maybe.
Yeah.
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 One of us just has a beekeeper outfit because there was only 3 of the other ones.
Yeah.
We got yellow dish gloves.
Hey, work what you got.
You guys arrive at Still Springs, population 2,000. Not a big town. It is a small town. As you start to go, like, even if you got on your phone to look up where you're heading and try to look up this place, it is a small town known for Shine Lake, a body of water that has minerals in it that were touted off as some sort of healing remedy. The closer you get to the center of town, the more you leave behind open fields with cows and thick patches of trees and barns and disheveled homes made of wood that are slowly, you're slowly transitioning this sort of uneven terrain to more leveled roads. The shine of the lake water and red brick homes and shops catches your eye. And I would invite you guys to let me know, where would you like to go first? You know about Still Springs Inn, your current, like, if you need to sort of rest, you can go there. And as well as the Still Springs Drive-In Theater.
I would probably request to like go to like the deputy sheriff department, whatever law enforcement is, just to like put like a button on that real quick before they like try to interfere or anything.
I like that. Rather than going straight to the site, we talk with the higher up rather than duking it out with whoever's in the field.
Yeah. So that way nobody fucks with us.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can go to the Still Springs Police Station, a cramped 2-story brick building in the town square. Its interior, as you open up the double doors, the glass double doors, it is outdated. Everything is sort of has like this yellowish green tint to it, like it was built back in the 70s and it hasn't really got refurbished at all. The entire station hums of old desktop computers and the whirling of fans. You can see that the light is currently being cut by a wall kind of fan that is just slowly letting in air. It feels very stifled in here as the smell of cigarette is kind of like baked into the carpet below. It's not like a house carpet. It's like, you know, when you go to like a school, it's very like padded carpet. You hear sort of voices on phones as a couple of police officers are currently on sort of the phone talking to people. Right away in view, as the door is open, you see there's a sort of a heavy door that leads to the right that leads into a very small holding cell, which is currently empty. You see that there is a bit of a chaotic, ringing of phones as sort of the confused officers are currently going, yes, no, we're aware. We'll let people know right away. There is a receptionist who currently sees you all and goes, yeah, yes, Miss Donovan, I understand. No, we'll put in the, yes. Well, right now, a lost cat is not really priority, but we'll get to it as soon as we can, okay? Thank you. Welcome.
A lost cat is always priority.
How can I help you guys? Welcome.
If nobody objects, this is Cherry House's main thing.
If we had like a moment to chat, I would be like, "You're leading this."
Okay. All
Val,
right.
you look like a scary secret FBI lady.
Yeah.
That's a compliment, and
Yeah.
I think that you should be back up here. Like you and I look like we're the specialty that's brought in, which might be true. So like,
maybe you guys are holding some of the medical supplies, the suits. Like we don't have them on, but you have the gear to like kind of back up our story.
She has the pistol on one holster. She has the badge up here.
What's your emergency?
hidden behind her hair.
I think Hobbs is like definitely got like one of those like fishing tracker things just to make it look like it's beeping. Like, oh, God, it's just the radiations. The radiations.
Yeah, so I mean, I tell her I do the kind of thing that I used to do when I was like trying to get access to secure facilities when I was penetration testing. So I mention several names of agencies, some of which match the badge, some of which are maybe adjacent to it. I flash the access pass that I got, the priority clearance seal, and I say that we want to talk to the sheriff. It's about the incident at the drive-in. I'm not at liberty to tell her more.
Ooh, okay. Well, this is obviously going to be a charm roll, and you have the bonuses you got from your badge.
Yeah.
I will say, already trying to overtake. You know, you're not at the crime scene, but you definitely are like, I'm here. We're
doing it the right way.
You're doing it the right way.
We're coming. We're gonna say like, hey, we're here. We need to brief you on this, and we're gonna need to take control of the investigation. But
I'm gonna say a DC 8 because you
DC8.
did come up with a backup story. You do have all the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming at it with sort of a little bit more confidence than everyone else. You're just like, hey, I'm supposed to be here. There's a problem.
And I'm getting +3 from the priority seal on that.
That's right.
Okay. I also wanted to negotiate for, is this controlled position because of my background?
Oh, that's right. I think this is controlled position.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if it goes bad, it won't be as bad as it might otherwise be. Because I'm also good at, if it starts to not work, I can pivot.
Yeah.
All right. That is a 12.
Oh.
Dang.
She kind of puts the phone down and goes, oh, we weren't expecting the feds to arrive. Did you call ahead?
No, we just arrived. It's a very fast-moving situation, unfortunately. Time is of the essence.
Right. Okay. Let me get the sheriff real quick. And she sort of stands up and goes to the back. And you are left alone, sort of voices and movement happening. You're getting eyes on you. People are like looking at the equipment you're holding, and people are like talking amongst themselves. Till finally you see there's this late 50s salt pepper hair, wearing sort of the heavy vest, like with a tarnished silver badge, and a permanent scowl, kind of chewing on whatever like tobacco in his mouth is, just kind of goes, what? Who's here? I'm sorry, who are you from?
I'm gonna try the exact same thing again, and I'm gonna rope in the woman, as she can attest, and use her as kind of like Cherry House has a lot of techniques that if it was a scammer doing it, they would be scam techniques, right? He rushes you, he drops a lot of jargon and things on you, that's how you talk your way through places, and he knows all those tricks. So he shows a lot of respect and deference, but also this is I do drop biological agents, and we need to quarantine. You can see the equipment we have here. We're gonna wanted to show you due respect, talk to you first, let you know that we're gonna need to have some time to secure the drive-in incident area.
Oh, shit! I didn't think anyone else knew about it. We're currently still working on it. We have some agents up there currently surveying the scene. Where are you from? That's a good accent.
Recently arrived in your fair country, but I am originally from London.
Ooh, la-di-da. Across the sea. Look at you.
Quite.
Well, if usually we get calls, but I guess since this is a pretty serious situation, we don't got a lot of populi here. So 12 deaths certainly is a concern. Well, what are you looking to do? You want to ride out to the drive-in, or what do you want to see?
In all honesty, the fewer people there, the better. We need to have exclusive access to the area until we can confirm, not contagious, and in other words. Is there anything else we want from this guy? Do we think anything they would have already taken from the scene would be useful?
I want to see his notes on it. Because
Yeah, any like eyewitnesses as well? Probably like a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. I would ask for like if you could bring us up to speed with what you've managed to ascertain so far, that would be very helpful.
Yeah, all right. Well, what we found up there, we haven't got a coroner out there to sort of give a full assessment, but what we have learned is that it must have been some sort of bear or panther or something that came out there, because the drive-through is next to the woods, and I mean it did a number on the folks there, very tragic, and unfortunately it didn't seem like we got much of a witness. Unfortunately, no survivors. The only reason we knew about it was because one of our agents was heading out that way, and one of our officers headed that way and saw, well, smoke. There's smoke coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We looked around and what was that?
Smoke was coming out of like the area where you found the bodies.
Yeah, there's a bunch of the cars were on fire. I don't know. They must have left their keys on or something. I don't know. I don't go to the drive-through very often, but I'm assuming it's running off your battery. That's got to be bad.
Okay.
Cherry House, is just assuming that that's something that American cars sometimes do if you leave the key in them or something, as they just burst into flames.
Val's mouthing to you, like turned away. No.
I don't drive. I don't know. Like,
Okay. Well.
Oh, we did find one thing.
Oh?
It seems that I guess one of the victims, God rest his soul, the ears were bleeding. So we haven't had a medical person going up there, one of the doctor types to look at the body yet.
Could I see the body, please?
You a doctor, son?
Yes.
Well,
I am.
shit, they hire all types, no, don't they?
We're kind of a hodgepodge of things that you gotta have one bullet for each thing you gotta do and everything. So I'm the medical silver bullet.
Wow.
That's my code name. I'm looking back, just like to Cherry House, like, am I doing that right? Am I bullshitting
that's
right?
fine. Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, let's go. I have currently that victim on the slab right now. We're
Okay.
not expecting this many bodies in our small town, so everything else is in cold storage. He gets up, I'll say that all the scene happened in his office. He's sort of having a discussion with you guys. Sort of another officer goes, Sheriff, we have another call about another crank call. And he goes, fucking... Well, that's not important right now, Cheryl. Can we just put that away for now? We've been
If
getting...
you're- Prank calls?
Yeah, well, we've got we don't really have like big radio stations. We got a lone station up there that they have a crank call segment. They once called a school telling everyone that it was International Pizza Day and that free pizza was given out, and it can't cause such an uproar.
Okay.
And the
They-
police
What's the call
station's
about
getting
now?
prank calls today.
Yeah, Crank Call the Police is a great radio segment idea.
I don't know. But no, yeah. Well, I would be happy to send some agents up there to loan home, but we don't got that time. We don't got the manpower right now. All right, let's go down. Let's go check out the stuff.
Who beans?
You see as you walk down sort of a staircase, goes, we're gonna see the body of one let's see, Desmond Brooks is currently the stiff on the slab here. That's the one with the bleeding ears.
Okay.
And goes to sort of this metal table, unveils the body that's been covered in a white sheet. You see several cuts, some of them large, some of them small, that kind of go from like the head down to the side and across. It looks like almost like a zigzag pattern going from the top bottom. And they're definitely sort of like frozen dried blood going from the ears down to sort of the cheek is, or where the neck is, excuse me.
Hey.
Damn.
Well, okay. The life in like I was gonna say Hobbs' eyes. No, I was right. What did I say? What did I think? I was thinking Hop. Okay, that's why. The life comes back into like Hobbs' eye as he's just kind of like full back into like medical mode, and just kind of like gets locked in back in his comfort world and everything, and it's just like already kind of like not ignoring, just like no longer can hear the sheriff, and is already doing his own like medical assessment of like what's happening with the body.
If you're gonna assess, we're gonna sort of, I guess, understand is still here for brains, and because of your background, I think you're gonna be in a controlled position. You can make me a DC, I think a DC 9 with a controlled position.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use these dice. Okay. Okay, that's a 20.
Don't touch. Oh no! Yes, there we go. Yeah, we explode.
Explode. Okay.
We surge forward.
15. Okay.
So 35.
35. Yeah. 35 plus 2. 37.
You recognize it definitely looks like claw marks on the body. Sort of it almost seems wildly done. Like an animal usually goes for like one swipe and then maybe a second one. This looks like the hands were almost going in sort of like a wild manic position. Like whatever was doing this, whether it was a force or either a force from something or a source doing this, it was doing it in a manic way. And you also see that the ears, the bone, the ear, sort of the drum inside the ear is currently shattered.
And that would only happen with like high noises and stuff. Okay.
It's the damnedest thing. I mean, they're the only ones currently with the bleeding ears. But you tell me, Doc.
Have you ever noticed some strange noises going on any time of the day, anything, or reports of strange noises?
You're out in the boonies, son. You're going to hear a lot of weird things. Howling, screeching, animals yelling. I mean, but I wish I had someone to talk to who was actually alive at the scene who can give us more information, but I don't.
And where was this body located specifically in the area? Do you have a body map?
They were the closest to the screen. They were in the car closest to the screen.
I think Val will pipe up and then just... Do you say the part out loud about the ears, Hobbs?
Yeah.
I think she just whispers to you, don't you know how a drive-through theater works? You use the speakers in the vehicle to amplify what they're watching.
Oh.
And this one was the closest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do we have any other bodies? I just want to check, like, underneath the nail. Actually, can I check the person's right now? Can I check their fingernails, see if there's, like, any, like, skin or, like, stuff underneath it or something?
Yeah, we'll keep your roll of a 37.
Just a casual 37.
Casual 37.
And, already ready, kind of rolling up the sleeves, washing hands, the whole thing, and start to go underneath the fingers. There is little black bits, and you start to scrape out and recognize that they're leather. More than likely, what you could assume is from seating.
Okay. So this probably happened in the cars that they were watching in the drive-thru.
So a bear got into the car?
Sheriff,
No.
out of curiosity, what was playing? Do you know what was showing? What movie?
I do. It was a 1930s, the Bela Lugosi Dracula one.
Interesting.
The what?
You never seen it? It's an old classic.
This
Oh, Dracula?
is triggering my
You
special
know,
interest.
it's got
here.
the black and white. Come on.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, no.
You're too young, I guess.
Vampires.
Probably watch it on your phone or
Just
something.
those are vampires.
Well, yeah, I know Dracula is the traditional vampire story. It doesn't matter.
You probably saw the ones where they flicker in and out of skies, or like they're all glittery or whatever.
Oh, I actually didn't like the Twilight series.
I don't even know the name.
But you know they glitter?
There's,
It's the
we're
pretty-
getting off topic here.
Could we maybe see one other body?
Yeah, we can get another body.
Jerry House is waiting outside the room. He has never seen a dead body up close and has a weak stomach.
This secret badass agent has never
I love
seen
that.
a dead.
Something would have to go very, very wrong for breaking into like an office security system to result in like a gory dead body. So that's not Jerry House's thing.
Okay.
That is fair.
Fair.
That is
So
fair.
I'm gonna put you in pause then, Cherry House.
Yeah.
As the sheriff kind of leaves, I'll just kind of lean over and go, remember we're trying to trick them we're trying to make sure they believe that we can clear out the scene.
Right. Yes.
The sound would come through. That's super loud sound would come through the car. That's an electrical issue.
Yeah. Very electrical.
And it's usually broadcasted on the radio, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you have
brothers
to
took me
tune
to a
into
couple
frequency.
drive-ins. I'm wondering... I think we should go to the scene, but I'm wondering if this is something else.
Well, didn't Dorothy say that there was somebody that was running and was last to die? Maybe we should look at them unless that's this person.
Yeah.
The body is switched out to sort of an older woman. Here is Maya Sterling. She's another one of the victims here that we found. We actually found her down kind of the bit of the driveway up to the drive-through.
She was running, right?
She was running. So we figured something was chasing her. We're just concerned because generally when it is sort of like a wolf or a bear or something looking for like a meal, generally they devour something. But they left some heavy, mean wounds and just left it be. I kind of figured it was like maybe a wildcat. They kind of play with their food a little.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Maybe a rabid one.
which is part of our concern.
Yeah, if it's a wild animal, then that contagion is going to be Limbiscus corn rabies.
Oh shit!
It is
That's got like numerous syllables in that.
Exactly. It is a highly dangerous type of rabies that is.
Are you an animal doctor too?
I'm a living, breathing anything. I'm that kind of doctor.
Oh, you're one of those disease-focused ones. Okay.
Yes. So it would be very beneficial when we get to the site that nobody interferes with us and that perhaps... Let me look at my team. Do we want them to, like, evacuate the whole town, or would that be a little bit too dramatic?
Not
Too
yet.
I
dramatic.
think that's too
Yeah.
dramatic. Maybe we should just tell them to
We can call for a quarantine.
quarantine.
We can
Yeah.
have some agents posted up there, just sort of not on the scene, but just close by. If you
Mhm.
are going to go investigate because you got the expertise for it, we'll let them know that you're on your way.
Be okay, right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Wide
it.
birth radius.
He reaches for sort of a radio and goes, "Hey, anyone out there in the drive-through? Fucking shit. I'll give him a call. I'll text him out. At the same
Can I see
time-
that?
At the same for a brief moment.
Okay,
At
okay.
the same time, as Hobbs, Richard, as you're kind of like outside, you're like, I don't need to smell the blood. I don't need to do all that. You're overhearing a little bit of this conversation. Only you, Richard, you hear sort of a voice speaks out in from your radio. Jerry House. You hear the voice of Dorothy.
Yes, go ahead.
Are you at the scene?
We are at the police station, and we are securing a quarantine zone around the scene, and we are proceeding to the scene imminently.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
I need you to get to a landline.
Do they have any of those around here? I look around.
Probably the
Like,
secretary does.
yeah.
You should find one in the locker room.
Locker room. Okay. Yeah. Jerry House walks around very confidently, like he's supposed to be here. That's his main thing, and looks for the locker room.
Yeah.
Probably there's signs and stuff.
You walk past people. You walk into the locker room and kind of empty. No one is currently like in the lock. Everyone's active right now.
Uh-huh.
You've sort of walked in sort of green metal lockers that line the walls. It smells like hot water has sort of been ran here, sort of old soap, like Axe body spray. Someone's sort of been. You smell kind of like that scent that's been left in here. There are speakers around here that are currently like you walk in and it flicks on like music.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of walk in. I need you to roll me a discern check. The DC is going to be a 14.
That's terrible news. All right. Well, I rolled a 6 on my D6, so it is exploding.
Okay.
And that is a 5, so I got an 11 instead of
11.
a 14. Yeah.
Would you like to spend any tokens?
I only have 2, so I can't get there.
Oh, God, none of us are there.
I did not discern whatever it is.
Damn it.
The speakers around start to play music, and then sort of like high wailed static that almost like it affects your own radios. You're like, ah! Your eyes start to blink as whatever sound is currently hitting you. You kind of start to go into a bit of a panic and daze, and you hear sort of a collected static behind you. You kind of through this sort of dual-eyed glaze look over and see a silhouette of a jagged looking humanoid-esque looking beast. It has no clear features except for moving kind of like almost like particles just kind of moving. And as you're unable to really defend yourself, feeling pain for whatever sound is going across, it is going to deal minor harm to you as it slashes at your back, dealing 2 points of damage. And you are pushed back into the metal, the metal lockers, and everyone in the coroner's office or in the room hear boom, 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 as something is hitting, like something dangerous is hitting metal. As your vision currently, you're bleeding out. You feel like a heavy scratch on your arm, and this thing is just walking to you and starts to rush at a lightning speed, and that's what we're going to call today's session.
No!
You.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today for the session of the Hotel Report. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh no.